It's one of the most chilling and baffling disappearances of the 21st century. A young man vanishes into thin air from a public airport. No criminal record, no prior history of mental illness, no signs of trouble until something changed. A single moment, a strange injury, paranoia, and then he was gone. This is the story of Lars Mittank, a 28-year-old German man whose final moments were captured on CCTV footage that would haunt the internet for years. A man who seemed to be running for his life, except no one was chasing him. Was Lars the victim of a crime, a psychological breakdown, or something far more disturbing? Let's unravel this mystery, step by step. Lars Joachim Mittank was born on February 9, 1986 in the small town of Itzehoe, located in the northern part of Germany. By all accounts, Lars was a quiet, well-adjusted young man. He had a close relationship with his mother, maintained a steady job as a power plant technician, and was in a stable relationship with his girlfriend. Friends described him as kind, cheerful, and easygoing. He wasn't the adventurous type, not reckless, not impulsive. Lars lived a simple life and liked it that way. But in the summer of 2014, something changed. Lars decided to take a vacation, a week-long trip to Bulgaria's Black Sea coast with a group of his friends. It was his first real vacation abroad, a chance to relax, unwind, and enjoy some time in the sun. The destination: Golden Sands, a resort town known for its beaches, nightlife, and low-cost accommodations that made it a popular spot for young European tourists. No one knew it then, but this trip would be the last time Lars was ever seen again. The group of friends landed in Varna, Bulgaria in late June. For the first few days, everything was normal. They checked into a hotel, hung out at the beach, went to bars at night. Lars was in good spirits, laughing, drinking, enjoying himself. But on the fifth day, something happened. One night, while out drinking at a local bar, Lars reportedly got into an argument with a group of other German tourists, possibly over football. Some reports say they were fans of rival teams. What we know for sure is that Lars ended up in a physical fight. The next morning, he told his friends he had been punched in the face and suffered an ear injury. They urged him to see a doctor. Lars agreed. At a local clinic, he was diagnosed with a ruptured eardrum. The doctor prescribed an antibiotic called cefuroxime and told him he shouldn't fly until his ear had healed. The cabin pressure from the plane could worsen the injury. The rest of the group had to return home as scheduled. Lars insisted they go without him. He would stay behind, rest for a few more days, and fly back alone once he recovered. His friends were reluctant, but he seemed okay. Just a minor injury, nothing serious. They said goodbye, expecting to see him again in a few days. They never did. Now alone in Bulgaria, Lars checked out of his hotel and checked into a cheaper one, Hotel Color, in a less touristy part of Varna. This is where the story begins to take a dark and unsettling turn. That same night, Lars called his mother back in Germany. His voice was shaky. He sounded afraid. He told her to cancel his credit cards and said he didn't feel safe. He whispered that people were trying to kill him, that he was being followed. He wouldn't say who. The next day, things got even stranger. Lars sent another text to his mother. "What is cefuroxime?" He seemed paranoid about the medication he'd been prescribed, even though it was a common antibiotic. Later that evening, CCTV footage from the hotel showed Lars acting nervously. He was seen pacing in the lobby, hiding in the elevator, and leaving the hotel at odd hours, then returning. At one point, he left the hotel and disappeared for the entire night. No one knows where he went. When he returned the next morning, he told the hotel staff that he had to get out of there. He checked out quickly and took a taxi to Varna Airport. It was July 8, 2014. At this point, Lars's behavior became increasingly erratic. He arrived at Varna Airport at around 6 a.m. Surveillance footage shows him calmly walking through the airport doors, carrying a small bag. He went to the airport clinic to get his ear examined, possibly hoping to get clearance to fly home. But something triggered him. According to the airport doctor, while they were examining him, a construction worker entered the room. The worker had no connection to Lars, but something about his presence sent Lars into a full-blown panic. Without warning, Lars stood up, muttered, "I don't want to die here," and bolted out of the clinic. Then came the moment captured on the now infamous CCTV footage. The footage shows Lars sprinting through the airport terminal, abandoning his luggage, phone, and passport. He runs across the parking lot, climbs over a high fence, and disappears into the surrounding forest. That was the last confirmed sighting of Lars Mittank. He was never seen again. Immediately after Lars's disappearance, Bulgarian authorities launched a search. Helicopters were deployed, search dogs, volunteers combed the nearby forest, but there was no sign of him. His belongings were still at the airport. His luggage, his wallet, his phone, his passport, everything. Interpol issued a missing persons alert. His mother flew to Bulgaria and pleaded for help on local news channels. Posters were put up across the city, but nothing turned up. No confirmed sightings, no body, no evidence of foul play. It was like he had vanished off the face of the earth. But speculation, that was everywhere. The internet quickly latched onto the story. The strange CCTV footage, the paranoia, the disappearance. It had all the ingredients of a modern urban mystery. And so the theories began. Theory 1. Paranoid schizophrenia. Some experts believe Lars suffered a sudden psychotic break, triggered either by stress, medication side effects, or an undiagnosed mental illness. Paranoid schizophrenia can manifest in young men in their 20s. The ear injury, the isolation, and the antibiotic could have created a perfect storm. But Lars had no known history of mental illness, no warning signs. Theory 2. Foul play. Others think Lars may have been targeted by someone, that the fight he got into at the bar wasn't random, that someone followed him afterward, that the people he said were trying to kill him were real. But there's no evidence to support this. No CCTV of him being followed, no witness accounts, no suspects. Theory 3. Drug involvement. Some have speculated that Lars may have taken drugs, either recreationally or unknowingly. A bad reaction to synthetic substances or contaminated pills could explain the paranoia. But toxicology is impossible without a body, and no witnesses ever claimed he was under the influence. Theory 4. Voluntary disappearance. Could Lars have wanted to disappear? Was he trying to start a new life? Unlikely. He had a job, a girlfriend, a close relationship with his mother. He left everything behind, his passport, money, phone, not the tools of someone planning a new life. So what happened? The truth is, we still don't know. Years have passed since that morning in July 2014, and still, the case remains unsolved. Lars's mother, Sandra Mittank, has never stopped searching. She appeared in interviews, created online appeals, and kept his story alive through missing persons databases. She even posted messages on YouTube, begging for any clue about her son's whereabouts.
Wir vermissen ihn sehr. Ist unser einziger Sohn.
Every so often there would be a supposed sighting. A man in Canada who looked like him, a traveler in Brazil. None were ever confirmed. And so the questions remain. Where did Lars go? What was he running from? And perhaps most haunting of all was someone chasing him. That last footage of Lars, running across the airport parking lot, his face frozen in terror, has been viewed millions of times. It's easy to look at it and draw conclusions, to see a man unraveling, or to believe he knew something we didn't. He was scared, that much is clear, but scared of what? We may never know. Maybe one day a clue will surface, a witness will come forward, a body will be found. But until then, the disappearance of Lars Mittank will remain one of the most mysterious cases in modern history. A man who walked into an airport and simply vanished. If you found this story haunting, let us know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think happened to Lars Mittank, and which theory makes the most sense to you? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more strange and unsolved cases from around the world. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.